Hey everybody, welcome back to RC with Adam. My name is Adam and welcome back to my workbench here. You see we have the Rotor Riot V2 backpack on here, and that's what we're going to be talking about in this video. I want to give you my impressions and just show you more details about it in case you're interested in getting this backpack. And bottom line up front, this would be a fantastic backpack if you fly quads, particularly quads. That's what it's made for. If you fly FPV drones, this is a great backpack, and it's much it's a great size, and we'll get into that, but this would definitely be my favorite backpack so far. So you probably can't go wrong if you do get one of these, and the price, just so you know, it's right around $200. I think it was a little less than 200, but who knows now. I'll have a link to the Rotor Riot store in the description below this video. This is not sponsored by Rotor Riot or anything, but this has been the best backpack I've found. Hey, this video is sponsored by PCB Way. PCB Way makes custom printed circuit boards. That's what PCB stands for. And they also offer rapid prototyping services. So not only do they have thousands of PCB components to choose from, but if you have a prototype that you need made, maybe it's a sheet metal, or injection molding or CNC machining. They have like 6-axis CNC machining or 3D printing. You might want to check out PCB Way because they can help you with all of that stuff. PCBWay.com. I'll have a link to them down in the description below this video. So thanks to them for sponsoring this video. Now, the first thing to know about this backpack is actually, from my perspective, I had the PyroDrone, the PyroDrone Pro backpack or something. This is what I had been using, and in case you can't tell, it is quite a bit larger. It's basically a big rectangle, and you open up the sides, and then it's like just a big open area. It's got some pockets on the sides and stuff, and then these pockets up here, and then like a zippered compartment here. So you can load a ton of stuff. It's fantastic. I still really love it. It's a great like cargo hauler. But what I found is it was really difficult when I was traveling with it. I traveled out to Nevada and California and stuff, and I realized it was just really heavy, really big, and there were some issues getting it on the plane as well. Like they told me to check it twice at different flights because it was so big. So I was like, okay, I need something smaller and something that is a great like everyday drone bag, because I use this quite often for professional flights. Let me show you just how I have this set up and show you some of the features of why I like it. Probably the most important thing to know is that this is a rear opener, or like a open from the back basically. So the main compartment, I'll just show you first, is zipped from the back. It's got really great padding. It's got a strap here to stick in your luggage roller bag, which is super cool. And then it folds open. We got the main compartment here. Now you can do a lot of different stuff because you basically have this main compartment, and this middle section here, it's very rigid. It's like foamy, but also there's like a rigid piece of plastic or something in there. So this divider does not come out. So essentially that kind of leaves you with like a top and bottom half. But what's cool, so you see this part's really shallow, and that's because I have my goggles and transmitter underneath here. And I'm going to show you that in just a second. So you can configure this however you want it. I've got my batteries here towards the bottom, which is great. And then you can, you could fit a lot more batteries or less or whatever. This does, I have this Cinelog 35, so 3.5 inch kind of Cinewoop here. It does fit in this spot. It's a little tricky. And for me personally, I prefer to have my drones fit inside or be covered instead of just like strapped to the outside of the backpack. But definitely, maybe like this would probably be the maximum size that you could fit inside here. Unless you did some modifications and just took out this center divider, which you can. It's sewn in on the ends here, but otherwise it's Velcroed. So I guess basically you just cut that divider out. But having it sewn in does give you more like structural rigidity, which is nice. And I got my GoPro strap stuff, GoPro ND filters. And so I just kind of stick this in here. It works out pretty well. And then this flap portion right here, I'm not super crazy about it. It's good quality and everything. Zippers are good on everything. I kind of wish it was clear so that I could see what's in here more easily. Oh no, and I just noticed my little tool, my little dental pick tool just poked a hole through here. Which, I mean, I guess I shouldn't be surprised about that, for sure. So I've got some, props here. I've got some little tools in these zippered compartments. I've got, spare, just fix-it items, zip ties, whatnot. You could, of course, put props in here. This would probably be a better spot to put props because the other compartment that would work well is like on the front side of the bag, which is going to be upside down. And then here I've got wires, cables, connector cables, adapters, things like that. So that's what I've got in there. That's kind of the sort of the main compartment. But you'll notice, I don't open up the main compartment to get to any of my main stuff really. So I guess aside from the drone, if I'm flying that. But that's what's cool about it. So let's zip this up. And this version, the V2 version, has 2 pockets that you can get to the inside from the outside, basically. So I'm going to try to show this to you as best I can here. So, all right, so then this is the side with the straps for your reference there. All right, so then we have this pocket right here. This is just a normal pocket. We've got, I kind of wish that it wouldn't unzip all the way because then it kind of dumps stuff out. But I guess if you have it on its back, it's more natural. I don't know. It's okay. It's gusseted, which is nice. It's got this mesh insert or a mesh like pocket inside of there, which is cool. As you can see, I'm kind of running out of space on this pocket, so I got to kind of figure something else out with that. It's not super big. I kind of wish it was like gusseted like out when you zipped it up, but I can also appreciate that it's more more compact for going on airplanes and traveling and stuff like that. This pocket, this is like a little expandable pocket right here that they have on both sides, which is really nice. I have first aid items, so some quick clot gauze and some regular gauze and band-aids and stuff, because you always want to have some first aid stuff in case you ever have a prop strike on soft targets, let's say, in case you ever cut yourself with your props or anything else. And it's a good idea for any kind of activity or hobby where you have sharp things and spinny blades and stuff. It's really amazing that more people don't think about those things. Anyway, we got this strap right here, which is cool. Same on both sides, so you can hold a tripod or whatever. Keep that strapped in there. That's super cool. I like it. Usually, I just leave these unstrapped so that so that it doesn't get in the way of getting to this pocket. Oh, actually, that has to. I don't know. That'll go somewhere. That's the only one. The one thing that's kind of annoying is like if you don't want this strap anywhere, it's kind of hard to figure out where to put it. I guess I could strap it. I could just roll it over to the front side and then like stick it under this bungee cord, I guess. But anyway, this pocket down below here, so this is towards the bottom of the bag on the left side here. So this is where I have my FPV transmitter. Right now it's the Radiomaster Pocket, which is just fantastic, very small. And I've got my DJI goggles 2 or goggles V2 or whatever the heck it's called. They're the older ones. But they fit in here just fine. And yeah, it would be nice to have like smaller goggles, but I like these ones and these are what I have right now also. So it's great because I don't have to open up the whole bag. I can just set the bag down, set it on its side or just set it upright on its bottom and then unzip the pocket and I've got access to my FPV stuff right there. So that makes it really quick to access. And then on the other side, we have a similar setup. Okay, so we've got, again, this is the side with the straps there. So in this pouch, this is the little, kind of expandable kind of cargo pouch. I have my Pelican case with memory cards, and then I just put like a lanyard on here so that they, I can't lose them and they won't fall off anywhere because I'm around the water a lot. So thought I'd do that for extra safety. So I just stuffed those in there because that way they're quick to grab, but they're also not going to go anywhere. And then in this one, and they have this this teal or turquoise color on here, which I'm not initially I wouldn't be crazy about, because it's like, that's really makes it stand out, but I actually kind of like it. I really do. It's kind of grown on me. So this is where I keep my DJI Mavic 3 stuff. So basically I have my my tablet and transmitter, and on this rig that I designed, which I'll show you guys at some point. It works really, really well. And then in here, I still have room. If you can see that, can you see in there? Hopefully you can. I've got you know, spare batteries, ND filters, stuff like that. So it's really quick to grab, and I like to keep an extra battery in this pouch versus in like my battery compartment, because it's really easy to access very, very quickly. So I can get up and flying in probably about 1 minute and 30 seconds with how everything is set up in this backpack, which is great. So that's what's in there. And then in the top pouch, because you know, lately I've found myself actually flying more DJI stuff, like with my Mavic 3, just so much more frequently. I have this in the very top pouch. Now, typically this would be like considered a transmitter compartment, but I don't have a giant transmitter anymore, because giant transmitters are dumb, for me anyway. So I keep my, I got my high vis vest, which is usually what I wear when I'm, you know, doing professional flights. And then I've got, and typically I'll keep my, my DJI Osmo Pocket 3, which is what I'm filming on right now. I'll keep that and the batteries and stuff in this compartment, so it's easy to get to. And then we've got the Mavic 3, and I just made this little divider right here. And it fits in here just fine. I also have this little catch handle on there, and it still fits just fine. And this little shell is nice and hard. It's not like super duper hard. Like I wouldn't want to, like, you know, lean on it or kneel on it or something, or stack a bunch of heavy stuff on it, but it definitely protects it, and you know, I'm pretty happy with that, especially with, you know, still you still want to keep the drone in its like little carrying case protector thingy for sure, but it does protect it very well, and that's pretty much it. Like that's the main stuff. On the back, you know, or on the, I guess this would be the back of the backpack, you've got your straps if you want to strap your drones with the quick release buckles. That's cool. Or you've got your elastic cord. That's cool also. Like I said, I don't really like to do that. And it is kind of this awkward thing of like, if you have all your drones on the back, but then you need to flip your backpack over and put it on its back to open it. That's kind of weird. But you know, if you can access everything from the side pockets, then if you don't need to open up the back part of it, or I guess the strapped part, then it's not a big deal. And it also just depends on how many quads you're gonna have as well. On the bottom, we've got this really durable rubber and these really tough rubber feet, which are very non-slip, which is actually kind of annoying sometimes, because it's hard to slide your bag. If you need to slide it, you really got to pick it up. But that can be definitely good if you don't want your bag to slip and slide. The straps, you know, they're not overly cushioned, which that's fine. I'd rather have these more minimal than super cushioned. But you know, they're not the greatest if you're going to be like carrying this long distances or for a long amount of time, especially if you have it loaded down with batteries and stuff. It can get quite heavy. And I almost forgot, there's actually a zippered pouch or compartment on the back here, and this is basically the laptop pouch. So you have this space where you can put flat things like propellers, or you could probably even put a drone, a fairly flat drone, like something slammed, you know, something not very thick, and you could close this over the top. This is quite rigid. It's like pretty hard, which is great, because then this is also where you can potentially mount pouches and stuff. This MOLLE webbing is super tight to the backing here, which is good. It's just hard to get stuff into there. And then this part is the actual laptop pouch part. This is like that rubber, kind of like the bottom material, the material on the bottom of the backpack. It's very like durable rubber. And then it's padded as well. And then this is where you slide your laptop in, and this fits oh, I don't know, like I think a 16-inch laptop. It's about 10.5 inches wide. This goes up to 15, so I guess a 15-inch laptop. I'm not sure. I haven't tried to fit a laptop in here. And then this is a rainfly. This is where I keep the rainfly, so that way it doesn't take up any space in the other pouches. And the rainfly goes over the backpack, so if you get caught in a rainstorm, you can keep your gear dry. So let me know, or let us know what your favorite backpack is, or if you think this would be a good one, or why it would be a bad one, or give us your thoughts, because I'm sure there are a lot of other people that are trying to find a good backpack that's a good fit for them, and that might be helpful. Oh, also the actual back padding though is really cushy though, so kudos on the back padding. Okay, that's gonna do it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you again very soon.